Welcome in, everybody. We are finally live, coming at you a little bit late, 20 minutes to be exact, at 3:20 on the East Coast. So for your West Coast people, other than Ryan, if you took your lunch break a little too early, it is what it is. But we got Wednesday's edition of Daily Bread coming at you live to give you your top plays, your best bets in the college hoops and NBA. So we got a smaller NBA slate today. So we might talk some more college hoops. Who the hell knows? The Sixers are playing tonight. So that's really all that matters out there.
Yes.
Just get yourself
Thank you.
situated 7 p.m. or is it 7:30 prime viewing time to spank the Knicks again. But before we get into that type of talk, the show is powered by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be checking out the handle scrolling at the bottom. We're also live on Twitter at Daily Bread Media. Make sure to give us a follow there if you already aren't. You give us a like and retweet. And then if you're in the YouTube, you can sit here and talk shit if one of us is late. Happens usually once a week. We got Cedric saying Sosa's getting his hair done. Mo's definitely always chirping up and getting everyone ready. But we got the best chat out there in the airwaves. No Knicks money line. So give us your best bets. Talk your shit. Do whatever the hell you want to do. The chat's the best. Sosa, how you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling all right. Ready to go see the game. I fell asleep. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was asleep.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I had a turkey club for lunch. Uh,
Those
just
what's it called? The thing that starts with the T that makes you sleepy in turkey?
tryptophan. A
Yeah,
tryptophan.
that thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah,
science thing.
yeah. See, that's
Science, bitch.
we're here. You know. Me and the wife we get pedicures second Friday in each month. I mean, she get boners, but the pedicures.
Everyone's just giving them shit. Nah, he would have told me that. I could probably tell he's sleeping because he usually doesn't ignore like that.
Oh yeah, man. And also I'm addicted to Adderall, so I'm usually wide awake. I'm just kidding. I haven't touched that shit since senior week of my senior year of
I had a
going.
good day in college hoops yesterday. Two extremely lucky hits, I can say. My plays always aren't the best, but when we get lucky, we can shout it out. So the Gators made that nice comeback,
Hold
and
on, hold
Whiskey
on,
hitting
hold on,
those two banks.
hold on. You just lied. You just lied. Your picks in college basketball are the best, and they weren't lucky. That's just how the shit goes.
I
Okay,
like to say I get
like
lucky
how it
sometimes.
goes. All right, right. Like just like I have like that one loser dickhead that like immediately posted that Jalen Brown didn't hit after he got fucking hurt in the third minute of the game last night. Like there's something we can do about that. But it's just the game is the game, man. You know, just weird shit happens, and some shit's uncontrollable. You, on the other hand, clearly have a horseshoe or something or something that prevents you from taking these catastrophic losses. It's like it's amazing. Actually, I'm not even gonna
It
lie.
was the pushes last week. It was the give back from the 4 pushes in last week's episode. They came back, but no one really wants to hear about yesterday. They want to hear about today's winners more than anything else.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the first game we're going to be rocking with in the college hoop slate might be the best game on the board tonight, in my opinion. So we can start there with LSU going to Arkansas. If you tapped in with us on Spaces earlier, I dropped a play on the side here. I'm going with the total, which I like that much more than the side here. I like the over 142 minus 110 here. Both of these teams play top 75 on pace. Sure, they can defend the inside, but I think with the pace that these teams do and with how frequent LSU could turn over the ball, we're going to see a nice fast break game here. I expect this to soar over 142 with these here. I'm expecting at least both teams to break 70 by the 4-minute mark in the second half here. So I like this over. Neither team relies on the three. So they'll get the other team in foul trouble by making their presence felt on the inside here. Pinson's being back for LSU, so LSU's offense should be more comparable, and that's where it does bring their top 5 defense back in the picture. But with Note and Tony, they just have 2 pure scorers that can get it whenever they need it. So that's where I like the over 142 minus 110.
Yes, sir. Note is a problem, man. That kid's he's a dog for real.
Goose, please bet Rutgers. Man, I don't know if I can touch Rutgers today.
No. He didn't say bet him. He said bless him.
Oh, bless.
Because he knows you're one lucky motherfucker. That's
We'll get you past the Rex on the charts, the one we look out for in the year. So I'll bless Rutgers to cover that +5 for you, Goose. I don't know if we can get the full outright win, but I can at least give you the money line, or I can at least give you the +5 there.
Just know that Rex is a member of the Baggy Suit Gang. I figured that out.
That's the 90 suit game. No, it's just where fuck suits.
Yeah. Word.
Man, you gotta get them like so whatever at this point. Like, I don't even want to get into it. Bro, there's like extra slim fit at this point. If that doesn't fit, you have to go down to the tailor and get like your anorexic fit. And yeah, I just don't want to do that.
It's just not, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at
Second
all.
play of the day, we got a hungry dog tonight, and this one's actually at a decent plus money spot. UMass is trotting out McCall for another game tonight. Fordham's sitting at +160 on the money line. Just beat them Monday. We took that -2. Sure, you could try to stay away with it because do they show up? I don't think the team was really ever invested into McCall. We saw them give out in it. It's the senior day for UMass. It's the last game there. Sure, I just have to take the Fordham money line. I make it out of pure pick'em. If you're going to give me a +160, I got to take it.
Yep. You repeat what you already know, man. This is rinse and repeat on this one, right?
Yes, sir. And if you need more college hoops talk, Spins, Steven and I are going to be live with Jose tonight on Gorilla Sports, Straight Bet Sports at midnight Eastern, 9 on the West Coast for you guys. So
Gorilla Cross Radio. Make sure you guys check them out on YouTube. Our guy Jose Volante, our buddy Ian Bradley, they get on YouTube weekly out of the studio. They got a radio show in Las Vegas. Obviously, 2/3 of half of the Diamond Club and Steven will be on there. And make sure you guys tune in. I support everything my friends do. That's why you don't see too many people saying negative things about me on the internet, except for motherfucking losers who hide behind pictures that don't really be them. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to tune in as a family, and we're going to support our fucking friends like we do every other day of the week.
And you can call in too.
Yeah, call in and prank. Just check out.
Go Mike Francesca style. Ask us if the Sixers are going to go 162-0.
Please do not Howard Stern the show tonight. Please, just check them out, man.
Jose's in the comments saying, "Fuck, Rex is never coming back on."
Right. So, please don't Howard Stern, Girl Across Radio. I did not tell y'all to do that.
So the lean of the night came through last night with Kansas State. I was too scared to take them on that plus money.
TCU.
On the spread.
TCU. Is it TCU?
TCU. Sorry, yeah, TCU.
You're mixing up your purples.
So your one tonight will be Boston College. I think Miami goes up tonight to Massachusetts and takes a hard L that they shouldn't take, which is really going to hurt their seeding spots and their ACC and their just resume overall. But I'm too scared to back the Eagles of Boston College. So we're going to a different spread, more points, +8, -110. We're going to take Georgia Tech going into Clemson here. PJ Hall, he still just doesn't look right since that injury. Clemson relies on the 3 balls to really get that offense clicking, even though they do have that size advantage. They just don't take a part of it. Pastner, there's no way he can build that late season run like he did last year. But we see with Pastner's squad, especially with DeVoe still running the point, they're going to fight to the end. I think they keep it within double digits. So give me the 8, +8, -110, Georgia Tech.
Yes, sir.
Those are your 3 college hoops looks today. Underdog money line, underdog spread, over. Middle Tennessee, Jerry's dropping a lot of plays. He likes that. He likes Fordham as well. likes Notre Dame. Ooh, I want to lay Notre Dame. I kind of just want to take the over in that spot, but going into FSU, even how much that team can sell, I'd never try to lay points on the road going into Florida State. I just rather mess with the over there because Florida State's defense is non-existent.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to see if there's any other plays he likes. Arkansas as well. Personally, I like LSU to keep it close, but I don't think we can both cash that one. What do we think about the Auburn game? They've lost 3 straight road games. Miss State only shows up and can only perform in the SEC at home.
Yeah, I don't see the thing is, bro, it's like I want to chalk this to just being a regular every time spot with Bruce Pearl. Like he always has an area in time in a season in which this happens. And it's historic. I mean, he literally everywhere he's been, there's always some time in the season where it's just like some unexplainable losing streak. Like, how? I mean, I don't think you can really bet against them, but for me, I got to stay off it, bro. Like I can't touch Auburn right now. I think that Bruce is doing a lot of recalibrating, which is like the worst word to use at this time of year. But when you're losing to teams that have inferior talent, that's more of a focus thing, in my opinion. It's not because if you look at Auburn, there's no reason for them to have lost 2 of these 3 games. One of them you can say they performed really really poorly against Tennessee. They had no fucking reason losing that game. They
I
had
know,
no.
and they had it clean. I mean, they're 22-1 until this. If you even want to call it a 3-3 skid to end the season, they have this game in South Carolina left. I just don't want to lay the 4 on the road. You're definitely getting the lowest number possible. It was like 3 earlier today when it opened, so that's just kind of where
Then
I don't think you should get involved.
you just brought up South Carolina, like Frank Martin.
Well, that's the next game is they have left.
Right, but the reason why I you brought that up? This is my thing with South Carolina. This is when Frank Martin has his team playing their best ball. It's just a contrast of how this works, right? Like Bruce was smooth sailing 90% of the season. Frank was fucking up 80% of the season. Now you see South Carolina trending in the right direction and Auburn just looking like they're off the fucking rails. It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Jammer, don't bet on Duquesne. I know you pronounce it Duquesne. I love fucking with my buddies because I have a bunch that want to do. The Dukes, I mean, they have 1 win in the A10. That's all you really need to know. We just gave you all the thoughts you need to know there.
I'm not mad at the Auburn Iowa State money line parlay, John. I think it's a good look. I just personally like I said, it's betting on Auburn right now. Although listen, if I had to lean either way, I think Auburn comes out here tonight, makes a statement, and beats the shit out of an inferior team. I think the line is short, but
yeah, I think that's your best way to do it if you really want to get action in it. And I hate advising money line parlays, but that's the only way because I would not want to lay points on the road. As simple as that. There's a bunch of good games on the board. We can come back to the questions later. We got 50 of you rocking with us on YouTube. We got more on Twitter. We appreciate that. Ruby barking definitely means Fordham's coming through now. But let's get to the NBA.
Yes, sir. And my first play tonight actually is going to come in I like a lot tonight, but I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it short. In the Charlotte Hornets versus Cavaliers game, LaMelo Ball over 6.5 assists. I like the number just because of the value. I mean, it's a guy who should be averaging damn near double-digit assists. He just keeps running into situations where they're a young team that just doesn't seem they just don't seem to realize when games start. They don't turn it on to the third quarter. They start games terribly. But if I'm gonna get LaMelo Ball at 6.5 assists at -115, I got to take it. I think also that his matchup is advantageous given that the point guard situation in Cleveland. Although Garland could play tonight, just like last night, we saw injuries kind of get in the way of our success. Golden State was missing a few people. Obviously, we knew Clay wasn't going to play, but they made decisions for Iguodala not to play, etc., which kind of just helped with ball movement. We missed out on that fucking team total by 1 bucket. So, my first play is going to be LaMelo over 6.5 assists. And I'm also going to wait for the line for when Garland comes out because Garland easily should get 8 assists no matter who they play. Also in this game, couple of solid leans. Don't be surprised if Jared Allen goes over 14 or so rebounds. We all know about the front line issues for Charlotte. They're teams that have extremely opposing styles. Power forwards and centers have dominated the boards against Charlotte. So I would not be surprised to see Jared Allen just go absolutely bonkers on the boards. Him or Evan Mobley as well. Evan Mobley's been really good on the boards. How about Sosa? How about Rozier points? I like I love Terry Rozier. He's been the best scorer on the team. I wouldn't talk you out of it. Yeah, so just be cognizant. The point guard position. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but all of the point guards have hit their assist props since Garland's been out. It doesn't matter who's played point guard. Rondo hit it, then Goodwin hit it the next 2 games. So, in the Philly game, I like. I'm going to rock with James Harden assist again as well. I
Do
love.
we have to sweat it?
I don't think we really have to sweat this one. Right now the number I believe is at 10.5.
Yes, he's listed over the double point now. Easy.
It's up at 11.5. Listen, James Harden allows you to play with pace. I think what people don't realize is that we have not ever seen James Harden in the pick and roll with a dominant big man. So when you see what happens now is if you actually understand the dynamics of basketball, okay, someone draw me a sketch of how you defend Joel Embiid if you don't roll with him on the initial contact of a screen, and then when he catches the ball at the foul line going downhill, how do you stop that? I hear people on the internet talking about, well, they're getting too many calls. Like, how the fuck is it? It's stop fouling. You can't guard it. Like, it's not that the refs are just giving them a quick whistle. You can't guard that shit. You have a 7'2" dancing bear running at you full speed off a pick, and you can't leave the guy handling the ball. The guy handling the ball isn't a 6'10".
Your best bet to stop the pick and roll is to hope you stop the Harden penetration off the pat, and you hope Embiid's above the 3 and he does a pump fake and he doesn't shoot it, and you make him use a dribble. And that's your best way because it just slows it down and allows your defense to recover. And that's the only way you stop it is just by slowing it down and not letting them break into the paint.
There's no stop. And remember, we're also talking about a 7-footer that he can pick and pop. So you have to guard him 30 feet from the basket. We've never
seen.
He
loves that pump fake. Make him fall into that pump fake. That's what you just have to do. That's the only way to stop it. Is slow it down.
And also, what people should be worried about is how cohesive the team has been. It's only been 2 games. Everyone's talking about the honeymoon phase, all this. Listen, bro, like Tobias Harris is still he's the one player that's going to take the longest to learn because he wants to dribble the ball. He wants to dribble the ball. He had maybe 6 catch and shoot opportunities in the second game where he just didn't let it fly. And that comes with timing and understanding who you're playing with, because one thing we know about James Harden is James Harden can get anybody open shots. I mean, he was doing this shit with fucking Ben McLemore, Daniel House. Like, I could name like 7, 8 bum-ass players who had no career until James Harden just started finding them wide open in the corner and we started talking about them. I know the NBA. I don't know if some people have, some people don't, but I know I saw James Harden in Houston make random regular people good.
So my question is, does the Sixers team total cash for the 3rd straight? It's sitting a little bit higher than usual because it's up to 117 since they're back at home. 133, 125, kind of without a sweat in the prior 2. Does it go 3 for 3 since Harden been in the lineup?
I believe it does. It's not an official play for me, but I personally, again, that's one thing you're going to get from James Harden. Offense, that they're going to be able to run. He's going to get people wide open shots. And if all else fails, they'll just attack the basket and make you foul them. That's what it is. It's not that you can't defend it. It's undefendable. And I'm not, you notice I'm not saying no dumb shit like Kobe Bryant and Shaq 2.0. Anybody saying that's disrespectful and fucking stupid. Okay? there is James Harden and Joel Embiid. It's two completely different players, two completely different skill sets. And what you're going to get on the offensive end is just different. So Kevin said Harden 25. Is this a same game? Harden 25 plus, Maxey 17 plus. Yeah, bro, I couldn't talk you off any of that. Any of that. It seems like James Harden has had an already positive effect on Tyrese Maxey. If you watch the first couple of games, he doesn't lack aggression. He's aggressive. He's getting the ball, and I think that's something that a lot of people just didn't. Like I said, it just if you've never seen it, you can't anticipate what it's going to look like. You can't anticipate something you've never seen. That's just the rules.
All right, what's our next game tonight? Because just from my perspective, I really wasn't loving anything on the board. It just because I wanted to go back to Indiana, but the line's already moved too much. I'm not getting back involved with them playing the Magicians. I just think we can breeze over that game. We got anything for the Heat going to the Bucks?
I'm not touching the game. I'm gonna have Diamond Club plays for that one. The two plays that I really have looked at that I think just hold extreme value tonight. One play is in the Portland. Two plays are in the Portland Trailblazers at the Phoenix Suns. We just saw that Devin Booker entered health and safety protocols. Kind of odd, right? Like him and somebody else big. Was it Steve Kerr? Somebody else. No, Steve Nash. Steve Nash entered protocol.
Yeah.
So I in this one, the first guy I'm going to look for to pick up the slack is DeAndre Ayton. I think that's the first. He's public enemy number one right now. Like he does not show up in big games, and he's the only one that's playing for money. He better show the fuck up and make people understand why he deserves to get paid. Because you're a number one overall pick. People are leading towards him to be the guy. So I'm on DeAndre Ayton over 18.5 tonight at minus 102. And then I'm taking a small half unit play on Cameron Johnson, 4+ 3-pointers made. That is simply, and that's at plus 178. That's simply all based off of availability of shots and obviously Devin Booker being out of the game. There's going to be a surplus of opportunities for him. I really do like him to have a good game.
What do you think about Haliburton? Going back to your guy?
I wouldn't doubt it, man. But at this point, you just got to play him for a double-double. Cam Johnson out of Pittsburgh, absolutely. But I'm a UNC fan, so we don't even gonna remember that he's from Pittsburgh. Love your city though, man. Very nice place.
I like where our man Taze, John Law is going at. I don't know, are Payne's odds even up yet?
Nope.
Because he's making his return tonight. That's my only concern about it is they might put him on a 15 to 20-minute workload. With it being with Portland coming into town, they could probably get through without Book and running Payne too hard. But he's definitely somebody I'm going to be targeting coming forward because I've been waiting.
Yeah, well, Brogdon back tonight. Hey, man, listen, it doesn't really matter if Brogdon comes back. I think and I know this might sound crazy, but I'm inclined to say this. I know this might sound crazy. When healthy, I think Haliburton and Brogdon could be like a top 10 backcourt in basketball. Well, I know. Think about it. They both defend. They both pass well. They both shoot the three. They're both tall enough to, they both play defense. Like it's just a matter of health, right? Like Brogdon's always been rated high. He's made of glass, right? But when he's on the floor, he's been wildly productive. So like if you combine a Tyrese Haliburton who can shoot, pass, rebound, to go with a Brogdon who can shoot, pass, rebound, play defense, like that should be a good fucking start for a team. But Brogdon can't stay healthy. And I also would not be afraid about taking any of Haliburton's props simply because they traded for him. They're empowering him. Whether the numbers are Michael Carter-Williams numbers or not, he's going to be productive. So I wouldn't talk you off of anything. And I have one last play on the night. In the Oklahoma City Denver Nuggets game, this is a system play based on the matchup, and he's just been fucking balling. And that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 26.5. Since he's come back, he's had to shoulder the load. They got players in and out of the lineup. I believe Josh Giddey is still out. Yeah, I believe Josh Giddey's still out. We're talking about an Oklahoma City team that's relying on Shai Gilly, Trey Mann, who I've been pleasantly surprised by. He's clearly an NBA player. And just, it's a credit to Oklahoma City and Sam Presti just knowing how to analyze talent. Trey Mann, another young guy who's going to be really fucking good. He's cut from that Jalen Brunson cloth. Maybe a little better than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he's a little younger. Obviously, Jalen, he looked like he came out of college looking like he was 46. So those are it for me. Those are my plays. A lot of value on go to the game, see the beard firsthand, watch my city, get lit because we deserve this shit. So that's where I'm at with it,
Yeah, where I'm at with it, if you force me to have a play, I'm going to stick with 3 college hoops plays only. I'd be laying the 6 with the Pels with Sacramento coming in. That'd be my lean of the night. It's just 6. It's just a little too much. I don't want to lay the 6. I might look for it live to get a better number, but I don't think Sacramento keeps it within double digits tonight, personally. Keep riding the Pels while they're hot.
I mean, according to the good guys at Daily Bread, yes, absolutely. I mean, you gotta roll with them, man. CJ has shown up. They've been good. Brandon Ingram's obviously that guy. They got a legit center who is in Valanciunas. Herb Jones is a.
Were they Mardi Gras partying too hard though? That's the only thing. They got back into town after the road trip. Got welcomed to NOLA with the Mardi Gras.
And
I'll just
I got a
stick with
couple
my
of
3 college plays and bet on college kids instead. They're a lot more predictable.
I got a couple of homies too who hit me up who are actually out there. Shout out to my boy AJ. He hit me up. He landed and he was like, "Bro, like, where do I go for food?" Like, because he knows that New Orleans is one of my favorite places in America.
CJ's first Mardi Gras.
Yeah, man. Also, yeah, if you guys never been, I recommend it. Although I wouldn't recommend Mardi Gras if you ever get an opportunity to go to Trinidad and Tobago for Carnival, which is actually like the real party. The Mardi Gras is like, the American ripoff of it. Make sure you give yourself, get out there. It's great. Put some stamps in that passport. That's all.
Yes, sir. We're rocking with the Hungry Dog on Fordham on the money line. We're taking the over in LSU and Arkansas, and we're taking the +8 with Georgia Tech going to Clemson.
Oh, don't worry, Jer. They fuck with me out there. So it's good. I'm good everywhere. I got real homies in New Orleans who's really about that action. You dig? So it's good. We're good.
Yeah, Jer's on the wrong side of PA, though. It might be a PA thing, but you're on the wrong side of it.
You already know.
Live tomorrow.
Other than that, yeah, we right back tomorrow. Hopefully after a Sixers win. And I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Oh, yeah, the Lakers fucking lost.